That's Batman's territory.
Welcome to AdventureFun.
Okay guys, we got now wave 2 of Bend and Flex. And look at this guys, we got our Loki. Our Loki. Hey, guess what I'm doing right now? I'm hawking a Loki. Guys, we got tons of cool stuff, including the Taskmaster. Woo! We got 3 single packs, 4 2-packs, and then we got the triple pack. Let's do this thing! Guys, the first one we're gonna start with in the single packs, we got 3 of them, is gonna be Mysterio. Right there, Marvel's Mysterio.
Live in a Mysterio world, Mysterio!
And then on the back, all the different poses.
On the catwalk, I shake my little hips on the catwalk.
So you can stand on the disc, you can throw the disc. Wow, handstand too, that Mysterio. Let's see if we can do that handstand. Let's get him out of his packaging here. And the easiest way to get him out without destroying the box, as collectors we are, let's use our Swiss Army knife. And we're gonna use the Swiss to help us get into our Mysterio. Oh, that was cool. One little cut. Apparently they didn't package him with extra security tape. I just had to slice one, he was out. He's strapped in pretty good. It's not by those plastic zip ties, but you know what? Even so, guys, this will get it out. Our wire cutters. This is what everybody needs for Christmas to help you open those annoying toys that are strapped in so tight. So let's go ahead and get his disc out. There's his disc, and there's a little knob right there that you can stand on it to give him balance, or you can put it on his hand. Such a satisfying click when you use the wire cutters on these ropes that they have him bound in. Oh, it's around his waist too. It's even around his hips here. Wow. So there's the cape, and then he's got divots on the back of his cape. Can you do a handstand? I think we did it, guys. He's breakdancing, our Mysterio.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, that's cool. So you can see his hand right here. It can support him if you get everything balanced right. Otherwise, you gotta use the disc. So we got the knob, and you got holes in his feet here. Put him on the disc. Man, that's pretty cool. I love the back of his cape, the way it just flows.
It just says everything to me.
His wristbands look like those little Chinese lanterns. Look at that, there's a lantern. Or either that or those bug zappers at night. So you can do that, or you can take this off, grip it right here. That's what the holes in these things are for. Oh, sweet. So I got his thumb through the bottom hole and his fingers through the top one. It looks like he's ready to zap now. That looks cool. Of course, you can't tell which way he's looking because Mysterio can see from all sides. Kind of creepy. The best pose I like for him is whatever purple thing he's spraying out. Next, let's do our Taskmaster. And this Taskmaster is going to be different from the one that we have in our threesome box here. It says Taskmaster, and then on the back, 3 different poses that they recommend. He kind of reminds me of Captain America with the shield. It looks like he can just hawk it at you. In fact, that other pose where he's got it like this, looks like he's just gonna shoot it at you. In fact, you know what Taskmaster reminds me of? You guys remember growing up on Dungeons and Dragons? Do you remember that episode where they had the Celestial Knight, Dakion? That was a cool episode. He was a Celestial Knight, but he turned evil, and he turned into something that looks just like the Taskmaster. But you guys remember how he became back to Dakion again, the good knight, and got his flesh back on his bones. If you remember, just say,
I remember.
If not, looks like you got some homework. You gotta go to skill. Now parents, these wire cutters, you could really pinch a finger with this thing right here. Ugh. Flip it open on the back, it might be easier to wire cut it on this side, I suppose, but still, a Swiss Army knife or just little scissors. I think this twine is a bit too thick for little scissors. You might have to get big scissors, but the easiest are these babies. We use this for reference in our poses. So he's got it apparently strapped to his wrist there, so we'll get a shield and see if it hangs on there without this. Yes, it does. Cool. See, look at that, guys. Doesn't look like he's just about to... Oh, his head moves too. Would it matter on Mysterio if his head moved? It doesn't matter. His eyes could be in the front or the back of his head. Look at that. Oh, this is cool. It looks like he's just about to fling that at you. His waist moves. And his waist, I don't dare move him, but you know what? All their waist moves, right? All of them. And that's part of the bend and flex. I mean, every single joint, the elbow to the shoulders, to the knees, to the waist, to even like the thigh to the hip here. It all moves. That is super cool. Let's see if he can handle a bit of a pounding. And so that shield just goes right around his wrist right here. That's pretty cool. You can put it on the other wrist too. Snaps right on. Awesome. Whew. I just have it like, you know. So he can do that, throw it at somebody like Captain America, or he can swing it around, protect himself. Let's go ahead and put him on his disc, and we may have to bend him forward a little bit. We'll use the back side of the disc to help him in his movements. This one's got a tighter grip into it on that extension there on the disc. This foot, apparently the hole's drilled too big or something maybe. I don't want to play with this all day. Well, I do, because this was fun about toys. There we go. It looks like he's blocking, but he's got his fist back ready to smack you a good one. But you know what he doesn't have in here? He doesn't have a sword like we do in our 3-pack. You know, maybe they're interchangeable. We'll find out. And that's our Taskmaster. We took him to task and he looks super cool. I like him. And the colors are great, and you can actually tell where his face is at. It's on the front, unlike Mysterio. Next, our Spider-Man. Marvel's Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Pumpernickel. Why would they call him Scarlet? Well, he's always been in red, Spider-Man, right? Except for Miles Morales, or except Venom, you know, they're in black.
Here come the men in black.
We've got one right here. Spider-Man versus Doc. You think that black one is Venom, but I digress. And you can see the different poses on the back. And we're gonna try to perform a few of those. He looks like he's totally breakdancing. Flip it open on the back. As you can see those ties right there. And it's just a snap, snap. All done surgery, doctor. Oh, look, he's got his little fingers like, woo! Or is this like hang loose, you know, Hawaii, totally. For Spider-Man, when he shoots webs, not that he's hanging loose, because this is battle. So he brings up the other finger to show he's serious. You can put him on his feet. Oh, wow, that's really a tight fit. Okay. And then for his breakdancing moves.
Yo, I Spider, I know how to blast you.
I like him. I like the colors, and I love the way you can bend them and put them in different poses, all of them. Awesome. In fact, oh, that's right. We did it with the first one. We pulled off their tops. You can interconnect and interchange them. So you want Spider-Man to have Taskmaster's lower bod. Oh, there we go. We're not afraid to mess with these things here. What do you think, guys? Red go with blue? Oh, all right. What do you think Spider-Man looks better in? I don't know, it gives the Taskmaster a little bit of a different color, but I like the Taskmaster all in blue. His red shorts, his red tights, ain't doing it for me. You're right, I agree, let's put him back. Okay guys, now for our 2-packs, and this one, we've got Iron Man. It says 2-in-1, where you can either have him ride his bike or you can take the wheels off and have him use them as a helicopter or little fans that he can just connect to his back and just start flying all over Gotham City. Gotham's part of the world. He can fly wherever he wants, even if it's in Gotham. That's Batman's territory. If he's got the rest of his bike around, he can get some wheels for on the road if he's tired of flying, just wants to ride. Tape on the side, tape on the side. Oh, look at all those ties at the back. Hey, does it roll? It doesn't roll easily like the back wheel. Somewhat easy. Oh, there we go, we got some good spinach there. This one, well, if you put a little pressure on it and it's not on a smooth table, it's got a little rough surface, it should spin, right? Oh, that's cool. Well, he's got holes in his hands and his feet, so I assume he could like do some Daredevil stuff. So I think what we can do is you can go ahead and put his feet on top of these extensions here. Looks kind of cool. Right into battle, blast off. And then have that knock out the bad guys, and he comes around from the side when they're still thinking about stuff and then just blast him. But he does have his power disc, so maybe that we can just put on his hand, come around and give him a blast. Or if somebody's hitting him, he can protect himself. He just easily detaches. We'll try to keep him on there. This one may not be as good a grip as the others. There we go, super cool. Love that pose, awesome. And then can we do it from like one of those breakdance moves here? Helmet moves, that's cool. Awesome, and now let's go ahead and take the bike, and I assume that these things detach for like a helicopter ride. So at the bottom of the bike, you have these little hooks that goes onto his back. It's supposed to go over his shoulders. Oh, ho, ho, ho. These things bend, they should, it's bend and flex. That's cool. Oh, look at that. Huh. So you can bend the wheel out and put it up out of the way. Because if you look in the picture, guys, look at the picture. The picture's worth 1,000 frustrations, guys. How do you get it to look like that? Is the wheel gone? No, the big wheel's right behind them. Kind of like Transformers. It's like they're in the cars and all of a sudden they start transforming and it's like, okay, where am I gonna put the spare tire? Oh, in the back, there we go. You can move these things around and you can take off. And then how do we transform it really fast? Oh. He just attaches so easily from the hips. We hurry and turn that around, Transformers, put the wheels down, and then put this down, and then come together. We gotta do this in record time. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, he's riding backwards, he's being chased, camera mom, don't you know these things?
Choo choo.
Camera mom's trying to offer some sound effects. Did you hear it? You hear it? Choo choo. That's cool, guys. I like it like that. He's protecting his bike. He's blasting the people that are coming up behind him, you know, or turn to the front. Oh, and the handles move. That's cool. So he can maybe sit down and grab the handles. I'd rather have him standing and, okay, well, really, most people just sit and ride, right? And then you don't want him to drag his feet. So maybe he's like one of those Harley Davidson bikes where you kick up the feet up here, you know? Come on, bend. Stop flexing, bend. Mom, look, no hands. I love it, and I love it that he can actually have a power disc while he's driving along and actually shoot the villains on this side. Mysterio, I don't know. He seems more like a villain than a hero. Maybe he is a hero. I don't know, he's Mysterio. Okay, next one, guys. Looks like we got the same thing, only instead of Iron Man, we got Spider-Man who can now ride a bike. And you can see on the back, 2 for 1 again. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Spider bike. The bike is a bend and flex, just like that one. It would have to be so you can get the, this thing to split up and bend out. This one seems to be a little bit more malleable than the other one. That one looks cooler. And then that should go over his shoulders like this. I like that, that's pretty awesome. And I love his disc here, the spider web red. I mean, that looks, I don't know, the web and the red looks a lot better than the yellow blast, but then, that's Iron Man's thing anyways. Look at the Spider-Man's mask here for the nose guard for the motorcycle. That's cool. And you got the spider webs for the wheels. This just moves right behind it, bend it out this way, and then pull it up so it doesn't look like he's got a big lump in his back. I mean, that's just all weighing him down. So how far up can we go to give him balance? Probably not much. Oh, he's got to lean forward a lot to carry all that weight. Well, maybe the spider web is used down here as a little bit more of a broad base so he can stand on it. Well, he's falling over, so I might have to lean him forward just a bit. He's kind of going back a little bit. That bend's going to keep bending slowly until he's gone. That looks like it's holding, guys. I think we'll go with that. No sudden movements. Next one, we got Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. And you can see the positions that they have that you might want to put them in. But remember, it's bend and flex. Put them in any position that you can bend them into. First of all, let's look at our Doc Ock. And he's looking pretty cool with all his extra phalanges here. Wow, those are pinchers. It reminds me of Star Wars when Obi-Wan Kenobi was in the fight against that droid there. We had like 5 or 6 or 20,000 lightsabers. He's all coming at him like this. And he just had one pew, 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 and just took him out. I mean, with all these extra phalanges, you'd think he'd win the war. But no, it's not necessary that you have more. That gives you more. It's using what you got. That's an AdventureFun spiffy. That's super cool. You can bend all his little phalanges here, and that's awesome. Might look creepier if we have all these things coming at you guys like this, right towards camera mom. Oh, he can't even turn his head. No, his head's stuck. It's only one way. I wish his head would turn, but it ain't. And his waist won't rotate at all. In fact, you can't disconnect our Octo here and put him on Spider-Man. That doesn't work. He's got some limitations, he's got more, but more may be less. He can do less things. Can't move his head, can't move his hips. Spider-Man here, or Venom. I don't know why he's all in black. Maybe he's gonna go for a kick at our Octo. He's doing one of those roundabout kicks. He's coming after him, and he's just gonna give him a nice kick. Booyah! Okay guys, next we got our Thor versus Loki, and you can see on the back a cool position that you may want to try. And what's cool about this is that Thor actually gets his hammer. Awesome. It's got a little hole up at the top. Maybe you can plug it into the power here, like he's gonna throw the light. And by the way, which one goes to who? We got more of a gold and more of a yellow. So you think yellow, more lightning, goes with Thor's hair, more yellowish, and gold with his golden gauntlets for Loki. He's got his gauntlets here, his gloves that might be able to knock Thor, but when Thor's has got his hammer, game over. And it goes right into his hand. There we go. And look at Thor's cape. I mean, just like Mysterio, he's got his little Hermes wings here. I mean, they're very colorful, and it's fun to play with them to see how many positions you can bend them in, besides just them standing on it as it shows in the picture. Okay, Loki doesn't have any holes where you can stick this as a power blast, if I remember right. Loki doesn't have any power blast coming from his hands. Thor, yeah, nothing there, but he can hold his hammer there. So these guys can't do anything with the power blast from their hands, or like spider webs, or like Mysterio, things coming out, or Iron Man. This is just something to help him prop him up that looks kind of cool as far as a base. And I don't know how Loki's going to fight a hammer. I think it's just more running away from his brother. Last one, I think my favorite one of all of them, because this is super cool. The colors and the Taskmaster with the sword, that just looks awesome. So you see it's Taskmaster versus Iron Man and Captain America. And then you get some pictures on the sides here. And well, you get a little battle pose up at the top. Then on the back, Iron Man and Captain America join forces to battle the evil Taskmaster. You got one pose where Iron Man just clips him in the chin, it looks like, with his foot. And then you got the different poses where Iron Man and Captain America on one side trying to chase off the Taskmaster, then on the other. And then you got Iron Man either kicking him in the chops, or you got Captain America just about to be kicked. Let's go ahead and open him up and put him in some of those cool poses. That was pretty nice, guys. Nice opening where we actually get to keep the box and just put it back in. And it comes in their plastic, so great for us toy collectors, guys. Want to keep the dust off them, super cool. Oh, that was spiffy. And look at the back of that box. Tell me which one is the Taskmaster. They strapped the sword in there with tape. And looks like they got a little plastic tie. So cool. First, let's look at our Iron Man. I like him, he looks really cool. He's got his power disc. You can step on that, or you can have it shooting out of his hand. That's a cool stance. And the problem with this is if I bend him a little bit, oh man, to get it exactly right again. That's part of the fun of playing with these things, you know. You get it right the first time, you may not get it right the second time. So if you like what it is, don't have anybody play with it. And then we got our Captain America, and look at that shield. That shield is super cool. You can see right through the shield. I like how it's a bit transparent there. That's awesome. It's kind of funny because it looks like the insignia of a battery, just that one end. It'd be cool if there was a battery in there that you could actually have his shield light up. That'd be awesome. And for his shield, his fingers grip right in it, and then the little clasp goes around his wrist. Man, that shield is one cool looking shield. I think out of all of them so far, Captain America with his shield is super cool. His head doesn't move, but his torso does, which is really nice. That's a cool stance. So far, I'm liking my stances. Now for our Taskmaster. So he's got his platform disc he can stand on, and the shield can just clasp around his wrist. Look at that, guys. I think that's pretty cool, his stance there, coming after these guys like with Captain America. Wow, if that sword being raised, Captain America better get his shield out really fast. That shield is just so cool looking. They did awesome on the shield. I mean, usually you get some plastic dilly like this, but the fact that that's just a light, see-through piece of plastic, the way it looks almost transparent, it's just cool. Like, this one just came together beautifully, guys. This is a great fighting scene setup, man. We gotta do one of those stop motion action videos that's like, I will fight you. No, you won't. Then I will. Okay, take this. What? That's awesome. And guys, by the way, I got this Funko Pop of Taskmaster, bobblehead Taskmaster. I only got this just because I wanted the comparison with the Taskmaster, because the Taskmaster here in the bend and flexes do not look like this Taskmaster even remotely close. I mean, where's the skull? But of all the bend and flexes, I think my favorites are these three right here. He looks just the same as this Taskmaster, right? Well, except he's got blue gloves, he's got white gloves, and white booties. This makes it look more spooky because of the bone, the skull, you know, when it's white. He's got the white hoodie and everything. Well, he's got the white hoodie here, but the white gloves and the white booties. And with the sword, he just looks creepier. Guys, which one are your favorites here? Oh, it's Adventure Fun. Thanks. Like and subscribe.
Please click on one of these videos for more adventure fun.